for a new and different perspective every week on LEGO sets, news, media, and more. You're listening to the BCC Podcast. Today is Friday, September 7th of 2018, and you are listening to episode 165 of the BCC Podcast. I'm LQ, and joining me today is Mace.
I'm sad.
We'll get to that later. Maluris.
I'm happy.
That's not what you wrote in the itinerary.
No, he means Happy Hogan.
No, I said your pain and suffering will be my happiness for that
Your
game.
Tony Stark, he's happy.
Boo.
That wasn't a pun. It was a reference.
I don't even get the reference. Mace is one of your really
Happy
Hogan.
John Favreau, the fat guy, the guy in 4 movies.
Wow, your audio's clipping like crazy.
Oh, I picked up my microphone and put it up to my mouth.
That's true. Wow.
And
You're supposed to be an
effective.
MC fan, dude.
last but not least, Glenda.
And I'm kind of just here, not sure what to do in this abyss of sad people.
I said I was happy.
You said you were
What
gonna
are you
be
talking
happy.
about?
Yeah, once he was suffering.
I said I was happy, and I said that part, which he was referring to, I would be happy
Hey.
about, even though everyone else would
By
suffer.
next podcast, Orion should have good internet.
Hey,
Just
nice.
one more week.
Hopefully.
Yeah, just one
We
more
will
month.
see how
Don't
that
worry,
goes.
One more month.
That's exactly
I mean,
what I was thinking.
good is kind of relative, though. Technically, I think his internet will still be slower than all of ours, except for Mace's.
Yes.
Mace, what is your internet speed anyway?
I don't know how to check because I don't know how.
That's a good answer.
I could
Well, I'm
Google
pretty
it,
sure
but
it's-
my internet would not like Googling and podcasting at the same time. It would not appreciate
That will give you an idea of his speeds. But right now, it's faster than Orion's.
Yes. Haha, I win. Second last.
So once Orion gets that, there's a lot of things we've wanted to do that hopefully Orion will actually do.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to get into some LEGO news today. We haven't had a full news and game podcast in a while. Things have been so
Hectic?
different
Mm-hmm. It's been quite a long
with
time.
Brick Fair and everything going on. There was a Bionicle-based topic we want to talk about soon, but I figured Ford should be here for it.
Yeah,
Because it's
we'll
kind
get
of
to
follow-up to 40 episodes leading
Oh.
up to this.
Darn it.
So, we're going to start off with the LEGO Cloud City Masterbuilder, what did it call it?
that. Yes, it's the first official Master Builder Star Wars set. It's not a UCS.
Masterbuilders used to be something else.
Yes, I think.
It has the UCS box is the weird thing.
Yeah.
You notice it has the same like the new UCS. that the
Perhaps
Millennium
Master
Falcon
Builder
box
is
had.
a
It does.
offshoot of UCS.
They might be rebranding it. I'm not sure.
No. There's a in the link, the official statement from LEGO says Master Builder sets will be like Cloud City, where it's a big sprawling bunch of scenes all stapled together. You know what I mean? Like the Death Star and the Bob and Tim Suicide Mission on Hoth. They'll all be like
Okay.
that.
So they're not Ultimate Collector series for some reason now.
Nope. They're scene sets, but many scenes.
I'm not sure why the name change is needed. Ultimate Collector series
Because-
really just mean this is expensive.
Because people don't like them being in the official Ultimate Collectors series. So by separating them...
I thought they just didn't like them because they were bad sets.
Well, yeah, that too. They want only good Ultimate Collector sets in their...
because
UCS.
people like the Ewok Village.
That is true. But that was an actually good one. So that doesn't
They
count.
do?
So wouldn't the solution be instead of changing the name, make actual good sets? And most people seem to like this set.
Well, they changed
Yeah.
this before they knew how people would react.
Wait, so they were just expecting people not to like it?
I think so.
So they learned nothing from Bob and Tim's suicide mission on Hoth?
Exactly. They
Nope.
learned that if we call it Master Builder instead of UCS, no one
But
can
no
complain.
one, people weren't mad about it because it was called UCS. People were mad about it because the set sucked.
But they weren't ready to admit that themselves.
I remember that they kind of not really apologized for it.
No, I don't remember this.
Yeah, don't you remember they were like explaining why it was like, oh, this is a great Ultimate Collector's set.
No, I don't.
They released like a
I
statement
don't remember
on
a
this.
statement.
See, these kind of sets used to be part of UCS, but it does kind of make sense to separate them into an offshoot. Because UCS, it's big. They're big things. They're highly intricate. They're usually one thing done really well. This is a bunch of little things together, like the Death Star and the Ewok Village, like you mentioned, and the Suicide Mission. They don't really blend well in a UCS display, after all. But they all blend well together. All of those scene sets, and if they're a different thing, I think that'd work.
I mean, I get the logic behind it. I just don't think the logic is needed.
That's true, but I think they think they'll sidestep any "this is too terrible to be a UCS controversy."
But that I never heard people saying it was horrible because it was a UCS.
And they said it wasn't
thing.
worthy of UCS, and they were like, "Oh, so it's just not good enough UCS."
I think,
but
well,
it's good
this
enough
still takes up,
otherwise?
like, the slot of, like, the big Star Wars set they released, so it's the same thing still.
It might as well be, but if it isn't technically, then that'll save.
No
some
one
people from
cares
complaining.
about technicalities.
Some people do. People who want the
I do.
UCS collection to be good, to be just good, and no bad sets. Now they can do their scene sets, and I hope they do a Naboo one. I'd buy it, but
But they won't do a Naboo one.
of course they won't. But if there's any prequel trilogy place they revisit,
There's so many
it's
things in the
Naboo.
prequel trilogy we never got in set. Mostly locations.
Yeah, but we still haven't
Well,
gotten
actually, there's,
Padme's
like-
silver starship thingamajig. That's been in
We've never got a Jedi
3
Council.
movies. Yeah, we never got the Jedi Council because that'd be too expensive. I mean, that would be too
Well, no, it wouldn't. It would be like the same,
too many
set
unique
type of
minifigs.
set that
Too many unique figs.
they wouldn't include them all. Just include some of them.
Well, if they were jerks, they wouldn't include them all. But if they wanted to make an accurate Jedi Council, they
But
would.
because they had Palpatine's office, which is basically the same type of thing.
And it is $1 billion everywhere, even though I want it. I can't get it because it's $1 billion. Give or take a buck or two.
All right, well, let's actually talk about this set.
Yeah, the set
and
itself.
people besides me and Mace can comment on it first.
Yes, Isaac.
Well,
I
It's
just
a good
thought you guys were
looking
gonna keep on going for the next
Hoth
hour.
set.
I could have.
I could tell. That's why I thought that I could just sit back and do nothing. Okay then.
The mini slave one is way too small.
I'm trying to count how many minifigures there are in this.
The landing pad is too small for the UCS slave
Can
one.
the Han Copneck brick even fit inside that slave one? Will he have to tow it behind him all the way to Jabba?
12,
That's almost 20
15,
minifigures.
16, 17, 18, 19. It is 20
It is
by
20.
my count.
Exactly 20. Perfectly balanced, as all figs should be.
It doesn't look
Really?
like as many in the picture, actually, but... Yeah, it is a lot of minifigures. And how many minifigures does the Death Star have by comparison?
More than that.
Oh.
I'm not sure how
Doesn't
many.
it have
but
like 40?
it has
Probably has a lot,
more than
but-
20.
Yeah,
So it
has a lot of
Price on
variants,
the
know,
though.
this?
Yes, 350.
Okay.
About what you'd
and
expect.
how much was the Death Star? For some idea of comparison.
Like
about
600.
300 originally, 400 now.
Okay, 400
Okay.
now. No, isn't it 500 now?
I hope not.
I
because
haven't
it's
been
not
following
worth
that, 'cause I know I'm
500.
never
Yeah,
gonna get
they
it.
bumped up the price
Because it
by
went up-
100.
Yeah, it is
It was
500 now.
originally
It used to be
300.
400. It was originally 400,
Are you
now it's
sure?
500.
It must have been on sale. I remember thinking about if I could get it if I won a contest, like 20 years ago.
So yeah,
Wow.
it's much less than the Death Star. and it has a lot of minifigures.
Ha, it's official.
I don't see a piece count on there. Nope.
Carbonite
there
is
it
too big to fit inside
Oh
of the
boy,
Slave
that's a
1.
horrible price to piece ratio.
That's kind
2,812 pieces.
You know, I've always complained for them to make a new one of this set. Remember the old
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, that one was
Yep.
awful.
I really wanted
it
that set
too.
for whatever reason.
I mainly wanted it because it was the only one with Lando, and he never gets much respect at all.
Wasn't he in a
I
set with
wanted
a
it
ship
because
recently?
it had
True,
the
but that was
most
a little
detailed
bit
Boba Fett of the time.
This is the same Boba Fett we've been getting recently, or at least one of the. We've been getting like 2 versions of Boba Fett recently, haven't we?
We have. I don't know why, but we have.
At least 3, like, recently.
For some reason, each
I
Boba
think.
seems to
'Cause-
have like one little unique difference. every
Because
time a
isn't
new
there
one's
like
made.
the episode 5 and episode 6 Boba we've been getting?
Mm-hmm.
It's cool.
Which one is this? Mal,
I would
you're-
guess
Well,
it'd
it would be
5 one.
episode 5, I think.
Is it? I
Since
thought the
it's-
episode 5 didn't have the blue undersuit though.
I'm not sure, man. I'm not
Episode
sure.
5 definitely had the blue undersuit. It's episode 6 that lightened it to white.
You see, I don't remember
Now
the
we know.
details. I remember things in vague generalities. So,
Well, you see, I had to study this costume, so I know the differences.
sounds legit to me.
Why are there no comparison pictures? If you look it up.
Don't
there aren't
know.
even comparisons for the best MCU Blu-rays to buy.
One of the first. Yeah, there aren't any good MCU comparison
And I hate
pictures
that.
anywhere either, which makes me mad.
I have to shop around for myself.
Especially
to
since
figure out
there's
the
so
best
many
one.
variants.
It's always
At
Target.
one point, when after Iron Man 3 came out, someone made a really good, I think it's like on Imager, like gallery with every single suit in it, which I really liked. But then they didn't update it after Iron Man 3.
Even though we've gotten, 8 new ones since then? Give or take.
Depends on how
I'm
many
pretty
in the
sure
background
this
you
isn't a
count.
new Boba Fett here, though.
No.
I don't think so.
I wouldn't say.
I wouldn't think so.
That
No.
think
carbonite
they would make
brick
a new
is
one
way
for it.
too big to fit in the slave one. I mean, just look at
Well,
that slave
okay, they're
one.
not going to include a bigger slave one.
What I mean is, they should at least have room for the carbonite brick because that's an iconic scene. It can't just tow it behind him all the way to Tatooine.
Well, I believe the UCS slave one is still
Oh,
out
definitely, and
there.
I'm going to buy it one day because it is a thing of beauty.
There's absolutely no comparison between them anywhere.
Why
Be
not?
the first.
Just look up episode 5 and then
Be
episode
the
6.
first.
And then compare it through 2 different tabs.
You see, go on Brickset and go to Boba Fett and check his gallery, and then just scroll through.
So it's saying that this is episode 5 Boba, but that doesn't look blue. This looks like episode 6 Boba.
Maybe so.
That's not
Hey,
even
Lobot.
episode... That's neither. This is, a prototype, actually, because he has the J guys on his helmet, which you don't see on the actual Boba Fett. And he has a yellow gauntlet, which is another thing he never has in the movies.
Then what the heck is this picture?
Deluxe version.
Again, a prototype.
Alternate version Boba Fett.
let me
armor, it
do
says
this.
On the thingy.
Huh.
Deluxe
Let me
version
link you to this,
exclusive
because...
accessories.
Now, okay, I found one picture comparison of Boba Fett in the white. And
Big news. I'm not
okay,
sad
I
anymore.
found a picture.
It arrived.
Oh, did your game just come?
Yeah, just a second.
Oh yeah, well,
Hey.
Mace has been waiting for Spider-Man 3. No,
Wait,
not
it
Spider-Man 3.
Spider-Man
I
PS4.
pre-ordered the
PS4.
game within the first
I've been
hour.
waiting for Spider-Man
The first
3.
hour of it
It's
going
not.
live, I pre-ordered the Ultimate Collector's Edition.
You got it just now?
Yeah, just a second.
That is awesome.
I can't wait to
Congratulations.
open it.
And now he can't play it because he's on the podcast.
Man, I can't even start it
Well, that's all the
downloading
time we have for
because
today.
I'm on the podcast. It has to download for like 20
What, you have to download?
years. Oh, yeah.
That's so stupid they do that with
Once
games.
you put it in your PS4, it takes 26 or so hours to update. It's annoying. Every game does.
Darn.
Yeah, every game except Nintendo, because Nintendo is elite.
Except for some of the Switch games, not the ones
Man, even
published
Switch
by
does it
Nintendo.
now.
Not the ones published by Nintendo, but I know
I
LA
guess you can't
Noire
blame them
does
for
it.
that.
And I think actually like NBA Jam or whatever
You see,
does it.
PC doesn't do that.
Some
to
sports game. So anyway, I found this picture comparing the versions of Boba Fett, and I really don't see any difference between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi.
That's because there is.
You're not looking hard enough. The
Look
gauntlet
at the
color
sleeve
changes.
of his
The
ESB arm.
jumpsuit.
Look at the sleeve of his ROTJ arm. There's clearly
the
a
cape
different
changes as well.
Okay, the cape is a different color.
color. Yeah, but so is sleeve.
And then the helmet
his gloves.
actually
His
changes.
gloves are different color. And look at the
So
closeness
in
of his
canon,
chest
did
plate.
Boba Fett have just more than one suit of armor he was wearing
No.
different days?
In the expanded universe,
In the
yes.
movies, no.
In canon, I
Well,
don't
I mean,
know.
in canon, that's the only thing that makes sense.
Okay.
I'm
Maybe
sure there are
This is his iconic
explanations.
look, so he just used them. Maybe he only has 10 sets of green armor, and he's used
I
them
mean,
all.
it probably wouldn't be that good of a thing if you only had one undersuit for the armor.
That is
I
true.
mean, it wouldn't be, so.
Maybe
I
the
can only
green
assume that
armor
something
plates
happens
are the
to the green
same
one.
plates, but the closed parts he switches out. Maybe.
So yeah, I'd have to look at the Boba Fett minifigures for comparison again
I
too.
kind of like his
'Cause I'm pretty sure
pre-pro
they're-
one with the yellow gloves. That's cool. Copying Doctor Strange.
But so yeah, going back to the minifigures on this, I'm still mad that C-3PO has not been updated.
Yeah, his head doesn't
Because
match his body. Look at that.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
But I don't like that. It looks kind of funky.
What's wrong with his head?
It doesn't matter. It's
the
not.
same head
It's not the
always
same
been.
color as his body.
Yes, it is. I've seen the minifigure. It's the same
But it
color.
doesn't look like it. Let me find the picture in particular I'm talking about.
So here's what I am mad about. You know how this is original trilogy C-3PO, who has one half silver leg. They
He
can
doesn't
dual
have his
mold
silver
legs.
leg.
Yeah.
That's lame.
He does, but he has it like on cut off printing on his leg,
That's really
and it
cheap
doesn't look
for
good.
Masterbuilders.
And they really should always be using arm printing and side leg printing for C-3PO now. They only did it for that one Force Awakens polybag.
Hmm.
Why would you only do it? for
Why
that?
did they get rid of his red arm in The Last Jedi? That's one of the worst decisions.
Well,
they
that's
made
not
in the movie.
relevant, Mace.
I'm just saying, another
But
bad. Yeah,
it is
exactly.
true.
It is true.
I
It's
mean,
Bad.
But-
It's not a terrible decision, but it's not a good one by any means.
Anyway, though,
and it doesn't make
Mm-hmm.
sense. I mean, how did he change it out from The Force Awakens
And why
to The
would
Last
he?
Jedi?
Well,
it doesn't make sense.
Yes,
in
that
the
is true.
canon.
Because the comics explained why he got the red arm, and it's sentimentally valued to him, so why did he
And
get
it
rid
wasn't
of it?
emotionally numb.
It wasn't cool as in like awesome, but it was cool
Or
as
R-
in
actually, probably
nice
just
new
R2
design.
told him to.
Now that would have been funny, but that didn't happen. R2 didn't exist in that movie.
Yeah, he did. Well,
He
he,
did
woke up,
one
and
thing
then
in the
shortly
entire
after he woke
film.
up is when he changed the arm.
He couldn't recognize C-3PO, so
Yeah.
he had to change it back.
Too many fans couldn't recognize him, so the producers.
Or maybe
had
he
change
tried
it
to
back.
replace it with Han's arm.
Man, that'd be awesome. A droid just gets a human arm attached. That would be so freaky.
That would be.
That would be
It's
pretty
like
epic.
a reverse cyborg.
Exactly.
Watch it decay
Exactly.
on-
You're a cyborg. I want to see that happen in a movie now.
Watch the body parts like
That would be
decay
kind
over
of like
the
a
course
really
of the movie.
like, creepy type of robot. You know, like
Uh-huh.
it would kill people, and then it would like take
Oh,
on the body
man.
parts of the person.
Oh man, that'd be so awesome.
I have a new
Instead, it tries
idea
to become
for-
more and more human, and it makes itself into essentially Frankenstein's monster.
Make it happen.
Basically.
Make it happen.
Hold on, I gotta write this. I know, I just got.
Someone with more
I will
skill.
write
But
it
than
down
anyway,
on my
so
desk.
back to the minifigure though.
Yes.
The C-3PO minifigure is so outdated now.
Mm.
Wouldn't it be? Why could they not, dual mold one? Okay, it probably isn't something they currently have set up to do, to dual mold just one leg, but it is doable. So why not do it? Because I always had an issue with his leg printing. It doesn't look right how it just cuts off,
Mm.
especially with the silver.
And I liked his silver leg. I always thought it was interesting. Back when I was a kid.
So
Yeah.
It's not as cool as his episode 3
I'm pretty sure
version
Lando
where
has
he's
a
all
new cape
gold.
though, and that's cool.
Ooh, yeah, you're right. It's a different
Oh
color
yeah, I
than
didn't
the
notice
last
that.
one.
I like it. Me gusta.
Everyone likes Lando's
Yeah,
cape,
that's
though.
true.
Let's
That's
face
true.
it.
Capes are fabulous.
And then, when's the last time we got a Lobot minifigure?
Like
that
the
was a
last
long
Cloud
time ago,
City.
wasn't it?
Years.
I feel like he's shown up in like a cloud car, which they've done.
I think there
feel
is a
semi-recently.
Lobot should have been in
I'm looking on
Solo.
Brickset. Wait, is Lobot in Solo?
He should have been because he's Lando's right-hand man in canon.
Does that mean that this
But I
is a
guess
new
Lando
Lobo
Oh,
minifigure?
he was in. There was one more recently. It was in this set here. I forgot there was a Bespin one of these because they just stopped making them.
Oh
suddenly.
yeah,
Aha,
I have
I knew
the
it.
Tatooine one. I haven't opened it yet. But yeah, I forgot all about these, and I own one.
Trying to see if this is the same. It looks to be the same figure.
Yeah,
The torso print is, at least.
the head print looks the same to me.
I'm fairly certain that's the same Hoth Leia too,
Ah, she's got the
and Hoth
dress
Han
legs
Solo.
instead of the legs.
I don't believe we've gotten this Luke before, though, have we?
I don't recognize them.
And also, that's a darker hair color for Luke. I think it's the same one that was in
It
Yoda's
looks
hut.
darker.
And it's
but-
the same
It's
color
missing.
as his pants. It's weird.
Yeah, I believe Yoda's hut had the same hair color for him as well.
I'm gonna pretend he
And
has mud all
obviously-
over his hair and his clothes.
Pretty sure this is the same Darth Vader that we've gotten since the new helmet design.
Yeah,
which
sure.
I'm still not all that fond of.
It's the same
New
chewy
Chewie.
face, which I'm not all that fond of.
Yeah, I'm not fond of that too. I mean, I wish they would have just printed eyes on the old one.
Mm.
I don't like all the light for.
It doesn't look.
So we
right.
have a new Leia in the dress minifigure, and I believe we've gotten that hair piece before. Though I'm trying to get different angles.
It's hard. There's not that many.
It
pictures.
looks very similar to.
It looks the same, but
Oh wait. That yes, there. It was like, because it has the little crown hole in it. Before I'm pretty sure this was used in some princess minifigure at some
Yeah,
point.
probably one of the collectible minifig
Im-
series dudes.
It may have been used for Leia before too, but I can't tell you for certain. There's so many Star Wars minifigures, it's hard to keep track.
Speaking of Leia, though, they never do Padme. Ever. And I do mean ever. Maybe
That's
like
true.
twice.
Yeah, we should do a whole episode
decade.
on Star Wars sets they've never made.
Mhm. I mean, why is it so
We
hard
also
for them
need to
do
do that
Padme?
episode on the Star Wars
Yeah,
set they
we
didn't
do.
make.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure this isn't the same Luke in the Yoda trading site, I know, because that Luke didn't have a shirt.
Look at the
So
fourth
this,
picture
I
from
can't
the
think of
left.
where else this one would be, so it must be a new one.
Look at how terrible that landing pad is when it doesn't have the slave one sitting on it. Looks so bad.
it's just a pad.
Well, what do you expect?
Something that is slightly more interesting. Put some rarely.
Oh wow,
something.
Lando's cape has printing on it.
Mhm. Back and front, two different colors.
I never even noticed it had printing on it in the movie.
Hmm. That's why Lando is so cool, and everyone else is not. Except Boba, obviously. That's why they were both on Cloud City.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the last version of Lando we got. That
It was in an
Mon
A-wing.
Calamarian Star
Oh, yeah,
Cruiser.
Same thing. B-wing.
That was before the new hair piece, though.
Oh, back when
And
he was
wait,
bald.
wait, the Mon Calamarian Star Cruiser, that was already 2009 ago.
Whoa, 9 years. Sheesh. Like I said, they hardly do Lando.
Just in case you guys forgot what it looks like, it was the set that used the Shadow Leech spear.
Oh, it was an A-wing. I
Yeah,
was right the first
I
time. I
remember
should have
that.
trusted my instincts. I knew it was an A-wing.
This
Is it
whole
a thing?
simple face.
Look at how
Now, is
shiny
this up
his
in the
hair is.
overlay?
This
Is this
what
up
now?
in the overlay for reference?
Maybe.
It's getting
Oh,
there.
But look at how shiny Lando's hair is. It's
Yeah,
glistening.
I'm pretty sure this. No, it's not. Something looks wrong with Mon Mothma.
She looks like alternate
That
dimension
woman.
Lego Leia.
It's like they didn't want to make a new print for her face, so they just used Leia's face print.
Is she supposed to be dead in the new
Yeah.
movies? Because she shouldn't
She
be old enough to
probably
be.
died of old
Wait a
age.
minute. This still
This-
used a rebel pilot with just a smiley face?
That's hysterical.
Yeah.
I thought we were past that point.
Look at Lando's face. Kind of looks like
No.
a smiley face with a
Oh
mustache.
boy, the Mothma's face is horrible too.
Mhm.
I just...
And so is Lando's. These are horrible
Yeah.
minifigures, every last one of them.
When was this?
They're beautiful.
2009.
Hmm.
So then we have
I like the color of Lando's pants.
Sand.
that's sand blue.
I know, I like the color.
You like sand blue. It's coarse and rough.
Yeah.
And then we have the desert skiff from 2012, but that has Lando in disguise, so that doesn't really count. Oh yeah, and then we have there is an updated version of the Lando that was in that one in the 2017 A-Wing Starfighter. That's the last one I was thinking.
Aha,
of.
so I was
What
right.
is this?
A-Wing
That's the
and
minifigure?
A-Wing.
Yeah.
Always with an A-Wing.
It also has an updated version of that same Rebel pilot.
But it's a million times better than the
Are you
last
sure
one.
that's the same dude?
I don't know.
Yeah, look, the suit's the same.
You see, it's the guy who couldn't pull up and he rammed into the Star Destroyer's bridge or whatever. It's that guy. The guy. in
See,
the
yeah, he
green
has the
who
same
died.
green suit and everything.
And that's the guy that died.
This Lando is much, much better than the last one.
He's got my minifigs heavies.
But he's got gray pants.
Yeah, that's kind of boring. That face. Oh,
That's
man.
a great face, I gotta say.
So yeah, I think that was the last version of Lando that we got, besides the solo ones,
Oh yeah, I forgot.
which is not Billy D. Williams,
Which are
so
a
he's
different
not as
person.
cool.
Obviously.
Yeah, the Kate printing on this new Lando. I actually like the face print for this new Lando better too, because it's not as goofy.
Yeah, it's more
And
subdued.
it really looks like him, you know?
Yeah, this
Yeah,
one.
it does.
This is the first Lando to actually look like Lando. That other one looks like almost like Mighty Micro's Lando.
I
Well.
can see that. I can see that.
Okay, wait. Actually, he looks like he has alternate expressions though, because he doesn't seem to be doing that on the overall picture. So this might be the same face print. I never had that set, so I don't
right,
know
could
for
be.
certain.
He has that face and cheesy smile face. That's the reverse.
So yeah, I like this Lando though. He's cool.
Is it sad that the thing
And-
about Cloud City that I find most amusing is that there's a random wrench sticking straight up out of the ground?
Oh, it comes with Forlom too.
Early.
Wait, was Forlom there? I didn't think he was there.
No, but he
idea.
was in the video game.
No? No, that was IG-88
No, but it
that
was
was
also
in the video
Zuckus,
game.
too.
Oh no, this is IG-88, not Forlom. I get him confused.
Okay.
Well, he was kind of in the trash compact.
Yeah,
Well,
he had to have been in the background.
in the disassembly line with the Ognaughts, you
Was
could
that
see
him,
like
though?
a...
Or I thought that was just another, because that model of droid is fairly common.
They say it's
No.
IG-88
Well-
droid. They don't say it's IG-88 himself.
In Legends, it was definitely him, because he got killed there.
Why?
But,
Who killed him?
Boba.
Either it was
I
Boba
remember
or...
I think I remember it was Boba.
Well, Dash Rendar, I think,
But he
from
killed him on
Shadows
a
of the
different
Empire, he
planet.
fought
It was a
IG-88
different planet, though.
on
It
Cloud
wasn't
City,
Cloud
I think.
It was a different
Wait,
planet.
oh,
It was
yeah.
like Mon something.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, now I'm remembering. Okay, so, yeah, it would have definitely been
No, Ord
Boba
Mantell. I
who
think it was
killed
Ord
him
Mantell
there.
that killed him on. Maybe. Yeah.
But, yeah, in New Canon, who knows?
New canon is just confusing.
On New Canon, it's just a guy. It's just
It's
another
just not
one of that
as
kind
expanded
of droid.
upon.
It's just IG-80 Bob. Or maybe it's his big brother.
All right.
Wow.
Well, anyone else? I mean, we haven't talked about the set itself that
It's
much, but honestly, I don't
fine.
think of it that interesting.
It's fine as well as
I
much
mean-
as these kind of sets are.
When was the last time I actually
I
got?
kind of wish
Go ahead.
there was like an exterior kind of like,
Yeah.
Something that you could attach, disattach, just something to cover it up, because, like,
that'd be cool. That would
then
be
it look, displayable, and then you have an interior.
You see, as someone who collects them to display and not to play, this isn't the right set for me.
It does seem like it alienates a lot of people by not being, like, display worthy at all. Even the Death Star is somewhat display worthy. People can still tell what it's supposed to be, but I feel like you wouldn't know what this is by looking at it at first.
And say, oh, it's Star Wars. You wouldn't say, hey, that's Cloud City if you're a noob.
When was the last time we got, the I'm your father scene?
No.
Probably the last time we got Cloud City. Which
Was
was
there not, like, I thought there was, like, there must have
20
been, like,
years
a smaller release of it at some point, right?
No.
I don't think so.
We had it, like, 18 years ago, and not a single one since.
That's kind of weird. It seems like, like the same for... We had the Darth Maul set that was, around the $40 price range. It seems like we'd have one for Luke and Darth Vader around that price range.
Yeah, but we didn't get there. The scene sets, they did a land speeder, they did the escape pod, they did the carbonite freezing chamber, they did others.
Again, there's so many sets they haven't done with all the ones they've done so many times.
I am so sick of them repeating themselves. There's so much material, and the prequels
there's probably a reason, but
they do. What's the name? Phantom Menace much more than they do Attack of the Clones or Revenge of the Sith.
Do they?
They do.
No, because
I feel like Revenge of the Sith would wrap up more.
It hasn't, though. I know. I collected
Episode
stuff.
2, though,
because
yeah.
the Jedi Starfighters.
Well, the Jedi Starfighters, that's as much as they do of Attack of the Clones. That's it.
In Palpatine's office?
That's one. That's one.
That's
We're talking
episode
about,
Oh,
like,
I was talking, but he said they do episode 1 the most.
they do.
And Palpatine's
There's, like,
office is in episode 1.
20
Palpatine wasn't
Phantom Menace
Chancellor
ones
in
and
episode
10
1.
of the others each.
Look it up real quick,
There's been
because
one of the
I'm pretty sure
Palpatines.
there
We're
would be
talking
more
about
episode
one
3.
Of the Palpatine. One single version of that Palpatine scene against the 10 Battle of Naboo sets.
Let's see. Brick set for episode 3 sets.
And polybags and planets don't count. Those are formalities. And those are technicalities, I mean.
Episode 3 sets. Okay, so we've got V-Wing from 2000. Okay, I'm gonna skip the ones from episode 3 originally
don't do
came
the
out.
original release. Like the Kedu or the Zam Speeder or the V-Wing. Those don't count.
Oh, we have gotten a lot of the General Grievous sets, too.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
Hello?
Whoa, there was a lot of them in 2005 and 6.
Yeah, but there were
And
a lot
7.
of episode 2 sets in 2003 and 2, and there were a lot of...
All right, so I'm gonna start 2008, okay? The AT-AP Walker, the ARC 170 Starfighter, Republic Swamp Speeder, Emperor Palpatine Shuttle, Anakin's Jedi Interceptor. Hope someone's counting, because I'm not. Palpatine's Arrest, Anakin's Jedi Interceptor again.
I can already name more Phantom Menace ones. I already own more Phantom Menace ones. But keep going.
Kashyyyk Troopers, Utapau Troopers, Battle on Planet I Cannot Pronounce, Jedi Interceptor again,
Felucia.
V-Wing again, General Grievous Wheel Bike, Vulture Droid, Droid Gunship, AT-AP again, Droid Tri-Fighter again, Anakin's Jedi Interceptor again, Homing Spider Droid, Clone Turbo Tank, Darth Vader Transformation. That's a lot of sets. How many was that?
For a 10-year stretch. That's like 1 or 2 a year,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Like I said, 20 sets. I have perfect
Wait,
guessing
who? Huh. I don't remember this hyperspace ring set.
I do.
And for the 2007
My brother
one, I don't
almost
even
bought it.
remember that in the movie.
Yeah, it came with Kit Fisto for no reason.
Kit Fisto's not in there, is
Are
he?
you talking about the blue
Obi-Wan is in there.
hyperspace ring? Or are you talking about the red one?
Yeah. Blue one.
Yeah,
Yeah, Kit Fisto was in the original blue at least.
But he's not on the box cover.
Oh yeah, he didn't fly the spaceship. He was just a random
Box
minifigure.
cover. Well, I mean,
That's how I got my Kit Fisto. I bought him off of Bricklink from that set.
what was the original price of this set?
$50.
That's not bad.
No, it wasn't. It was on sale one day. My little brother almost bought it. But
Huh.
he didn't.
almost.
Yeah, he didn't.
Alright, so,
What about Phantom Menace?
now, Phantom Menace.
We all know Attack of the Clones can't have 20.
Yeah, no. Attack of the Clones is definitely
There's never been a Geonosis and
low
Arena
man.
set, so we're looking at 2008 onward for Phantom Menace.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay. Between 2007 and 2011, there wasn't any. And then, well, until
Because
2011.
of all the Clone Wars sets.
So then we have the Naboo Starfighter,
Mm.
the Battle for Naboo. I remember these sets when they came out, because these came with, like, the battle droids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have.
Darth
both.
Maul's Sith Infiltrator.
Got that.
Someone count as I go through.
I'm counting them, don't worry.
I'm counting.
Okay.
How many is that stuff?
Anakin Skywalker and Sebulba's Pod Racers. Ford just got that set at Brick Fair, actually.
Mhm.
Okay.
I've wanted it for a long time, but I did not
No, he
spend
got the older
150.
one, right?
No, that's this one that he got. This was the 2011 one.
Oh.
Gungan Sub,
Mhm. That's really rare.
that's
Too.
2012.
Really, really rare.
Oh, my brother has that one.
He's lucky.
And then we go another couple years without getting any.
Rip.
The MTT in 2014, and then the AAT in 2015. Another Battle Droid Troop Carrier in 2015. Flash Speeder in 2015. Naboo Starfighter 2015. A lot of Naboo stuff. And Sith Infiltrator in 2015. Then Duel on Naboo in 2017. That's it.
That doesn't
12.
feel.
Yeah, Episode 3 does have more, see?
I guess it's because they're not really episode 3 sets like the V-Wing, which didn't exist and was in for 1 second.
What? No, that's totally an Episode 3 set.
Technically, I suppose.
That's legit.
Wow.
That's like saying the Quad Jumper isn't an Episode 7 set.
I said technically, but it doesn't feel like it.
Okay,
because
let's
it's
just
The
see.
garbage one, too.
Because we're basically going to go right into the game after this. Let's just check Episode 2.
Okay. Man,
Okay.
it doesn't feel like episode 3.
Given me
Episode
20
2 didn't
minutes for a
have any
game, that's
sets
a lot of
between
time.
2002 and 2012.
Oh, wow.
They had some of the
10
best
years.
2002 sets, like this Republic gunship.
But for real, V-Wing just doesn't feel like too much of a representation of its movie.
Jedi Bob.
The V-Wing was in the battle in the beginning, and it also is what they used to shoot down Plo Koon, wasn't it?
even seen in the beginning, and I thought it was Ox that shot down Plo Koon. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think it was Arcs,
But
yeah.
you didn't even see it in the first battle.
So anyway, we have Clone Troopers versus Droidicas.
They were in Battlefront 2,
It was
though.
in Battlefront 2, that is true. I thought it was in
Corporate
episode 3
Alliance
only.
Tank Droid. That's 2013. Homing Spider Droid.
V-Wing's kind of sad.
Duel on Geonosis. ATT. Republic Gunship. Hellfire Droid. And I think that's the inferior version of the Hellfire Droid, actually, because it doesn't have the chains on its wheels.
Mhm.
Darn, I forgot to count.
We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Jedi Starfighter with hyperdrive, it's 8.
Okay.
Jedi and Clone Trooper Battle Track, that's 9. That's it.
So just 9
Wow.
compared to the earlier 12.
That's
Everyone loves episode 2,
And-
though.
Well, the thing is, Episode 2, almost everything in Episode 2 is used heavily in the Clone Wars too. So I
That
think.
is true.
But what we need
Although
is
I
a new
don't think
Jango
that
Fett Slave
ATT
1.
should count as episode 3. It feels more like an episode 2 set, you know? Episode 3 used the turbo tanks, you know what I mean? Whereas episode 2 used the ATTs.
Did we use? I don't think we said an ATT.
You did? It was one of the first episodes.
No, just the ATT, not the ATTE, right?
Oh, it was just an ATT. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the ATT is an
ATT
episode
again?
3 set.
Is that the one with 3 legs? Or is that the ATT?
Or an episode 2 set. The ATT is the one with 2 legs.
Oh, right. Okay, the baby chicken walker.
Yeah. Wait, no, it's bigger than that. It's the one with a bigger can. It looks like part of an ATT, but just like the front part of it only, basically.
Yeah, it's like the early Scout walk, the early
the
chicken
baby
walker,
chicken walker.
basically. No, not the
No, there's
the
smaller...
one. There's the ATRT, which are the small ones, but then there's
wait,
a
You know, I knew
big
all
one.
this stuff 13 years ago.
AT art. Yeah.
See, I'm useful for some things.
And then, wait, what was the bigger one again? AT what?
So there's 3 different sizes of chicken walker? That's weird. They should only be 2.
Yes,
They'd
that's...
all be chicken size.
They should only be 2.
And now you know.
Mm.
Man, yeah, there's a lot to discuss with Star Set. Someone write that down, that we need to discuss Star Wars sets that need to be
I
made.
will write that down on my
soon.
desk. Right next
Yeah,
to the
we
note
actually-
about body type.
Put it in the
We actually did
itinerary.
make plans to do that. We just never got around to it.
There's another Star Wars episode we've been wanting to do as well.
Yeah.
And I think it's
more
already prepared,
comparisons.
actually.
It is?
Oh, never mind. I guess it's not.
I'm joking.
So, is it?
All right, so it's time to move on to... Yes,
Okay,
it is.
good.
It's time to move on to the game.
Huzzah.
And
Wait,
Malaris
what?
is hosting the game today.
We have like 5 other
Oh,
things
boy.
we didn't get to.
But it's been 40
Yeah, but-
minutes.
Well,
Yeah.
But that's
And
a
and I
topic as well.
most...
went through the trouble of
The other
making
one
a game,
is...
so...
well, we already talked about the Master Builder series, actually.
Mhm, we did.
That's... Oh, yay, now we only have 4 things we didn't get to.
And I said that other thing, the
Doesn't really count.
giant Lego car they built is kind of outdated at this point by the time this is coming out, and the
Yeah.
rest are brickheads.
No one likes
The rest are
brickheads,
boring
right?
heads, like the witch.
Yeah, they're just not that interesting. We technically already talked about the idea
The witch,
of them, and
the
this is just...
Simpsons, and maybe one other. I can't remember which one.
So, yeah, we actually already saw The Witch, too. That was on, when we got the first seasonal brickhead.
That is true. It was on the back of the bunny's box, right?
Yeah.
It looks so
Wait,
much
was it
like
the bunny
Green
or the
Goblin.
bee first?
Oh, the bee.
I think it was the bee first.
I knew it started with the bee.
Alright, so, Mal, what are we playing today?
Well, I had to make a game, so I decided to go with the least hardest one for me to make, and
We're playing
go
the
with
least
set
hardest
descriptions.
game.
It's better than the names of most of our games.
One of the least hardest to make.
Mm.
Basically,
When
Interesting.
is that?
I
You got my attention.
find a set. I find a set. I look at it, and then I read off the descriptions while taking out very crucial parts of
Okay, the set
information.
description game.
These fine people have to, guess what I'm talking about.
Yes, we have to
Alright.
guess which set it is.
And since it's been a while since we've done a game, the current scoreboard is LQ at 6 points, Leo at 12, Kalenda at 10, Malaris at 27, Mace at 9,
Leo.
Ford at 21, Orion at 2, and all guests at 2.
2.
Oh man. At least I'm in the middle,
I have guests.
and I'm not at 2.
Stuck in
Man, if I was at 2, I'd just quit the entire podcast.
Yeah, Waj didn't even get
I
a
know how
crack
that
at it 'cause
feels.
there was no game last week.
Rip.
Well, whose fault is that now?
Not mine, I was late.
Actually, I think it's Ford's.
There we go then. So Ford is automatically not able to win this year.
Ford
I really have
automatically
no
has
idea,
to
but I
give
recall him mentioning
his
something
points.
about not doing a game at some point. So,
Alright, well. Are we all in the mood to be ready yet?
Yes.
Or...
I'm in the mood too, but I'm not
Okay,
quite
well.
there yet. No, I'm ready, I'm ready.
Oh, do I
Alright.
usually get to know the theme
In which
first?
case?
The theme
No.
is...
not for this game, because it
No.
could be any
The
theme.
theme is
Okay.
speed. It's gonna be
Okay.
a lot of fast.
The theme is whatever I choose it to
The
be.
theme is for free will. and randomness.
Cool.
Help blank face blank in the blank.
Hope blank wins.
In blank, blank and his followers have captured blank and tied him to a tree. When blank enters the blank to face his destiny, blank attacks. Will blank defeat blank once and for all? Will blank betray the Dark Lord?
Ties him to a tree?
Sounds like Harry Potter.
Or that, yeah.
Yeah, it sounds more like Harry Potter. But I don't remember anyone getting tied to a tree in Harry Potter.
I know it's not Star Wars. Nobody ever got tied to a tree in Star
There aren't
Wars.
any trees.
You sure? I mean,
Maybe in...
those Ewoks, man.
No, actually they did tie him to trees in episode 6.
No, they tied them to logs and carried them. They didn't tie them to trees specifically.
What is a log made from? Mace?
It doesn't matter. You can be tied to a slab of rock, but if you're tied to a spire, it's a different situation.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
A log is not a tree. It's like saying a carrot stick would be the same as
It's
eating.
like saying a wood is not from a tree.
Wood is from a tree, but it isn't just a tree.
Well, no, it's not. I didn't say they were tied to just a tree.
You said they were tied to a tree, but they were tied to
I said
something
they're tied
made
to
up-
trees.
They were tied to something made out of tree. They were tied to a tool.
Technically, they weren't made out of trees because they didn't make those. Those are
It was
just like
primitively
there naturally.
crafted, but they did craft them into spires, into poles. They didn't naturally become poles, fall out of the ground, and lose all their branches.
I am guessing Ewok Village.
There's
the
no
Dark
Dark
Lord
Lord
in that?
battle in Ewok Village.
Darth Vader.
When is he ever called the Dark Lord?
You see, I'm betting it's
Some
Harry
point, I'm
Potter, but
sure.
because I can't remember that series very well,
But the
I saw
only
each
thing I can
movie
think of that
once,
being is the Whomping
5
Willow,
years
and they
ago.
would that never happened, that I know of.
It's not Indiana Jones. He was tied to a tree, but there was no Dark Lord battle, and he was never rescued by any dude. He did the rescuing.
I don't know, that golden
Shia
idol
LaBeouf
might have
is the
been
Dark
a...
Lord.
No, it was Shia LaBeouf's monkey friend, George. That's the leaked plot for the next Indiana Jones movie. His monkey friends become sentient and take over
Was
the
anyone
world.
tied to a tree in Pirates of the Caribbean?
Maybe, because... No.
It sounds like
And there's
something
no
a
Dark
pirate
Lord
would do, but I
battle.
don't remember it happening.
There's no Dark Lord though.
Yeah.
There's no.
You sure?
You'd have to... It would have
There's
to be
lords and there's darks, but there's no Dark
It
Lords.
would have to be the Blackbeard movie, and I don't remember a set like that. Okay, so I guess we're all going the wrong direction. It's not franchise. It doesn't sound like franchise.
Oh, we already.
I
knew
already
we were all
used
going
my
the wrong
guess.
direction.
Might be Knight's Kingdom.
It could be Knight's Kingdom.
Remember, he was always called the Dark Lord Blood.
Well-
The problem
Could it
is,
be
I can't remember
Nexonites?
any of those sets. I don't remember anyone being tied to a tree in Nexonites, I'm afraid.
Could it be Nexonites?
I don't remember that.
Nexonites hates
It-
trees.
It would have to be... Yeah, there really aren't any landscape things in that. It'd have to be one of the latest sets. The very latest. Because Jestro was never referred to as the Dark Lord. Not in the first or the second season.
What about
It'd have to be from the
Krakenskull?
third wave.
What about
Who?
Krakenskull?
Well, the fact that I don't know who that is good indication of your direction.
Are you talking about Davy Jones? Because he has the skull of a kraken.
No, he's from Nexonites. That's I don't
Oh.
know enough about Nexonites to say anything else except he's evil and they call
I don't
him
know enough about
Nod.
Nexonites to recognize the name, but Ford would get it, I'm sure.
Guys, use your guesses.
Just
I
give
don't know. Knight's Kingdom Forge. No, Knight's Kingdom
Bus.
Green Monkey Guy versus Vladik on a horse. There we go.
Oddly specific, but no.
I'm thinking of a specific set. It was very small.
Pirates of Atlantis: The Final Countdown.
I don't think
maybe it was.
that's even a set, but...
Maybe
You
it was
told
a
me
Monster
to
Hunter.
use
If
my
that's-
guess.
Okay, if you guys are all finished then.
Yeah, sure.
You ready?
whatever, Go ahead.
Okay, well, This set is called
I
The Forbidden
told
Forest.
you.
Wait, is this new?
I told
No.
you.
No.
I don't remember this set. Wait a minute, they don't tie Harry to a tree.
They
That's
don't.
what that's
They
what
tie
the
Hagrid to the
description said.
tree.
Oh, yeah,
for
Hagrid's
the-
tied to a tree.
I said it was Harry Potter, but I don't know the lore, so somebody else had to get the point. I said that.
I totally forgot that he was ever tied to a tree.
So this means this is
And
the
that
old
is a
creepy
point for me.
Hagrid figure with the printed, not printed, but molded fingers.
Ew, gross.
The new
It's
Hagrid
better
is
than
so
the
much better.
old Hagrid.
Is this exactly the same as the old
No.
Hagrid?
Well,
Ah.
I think the
Except
mold
yellow?
kind of is, but the hair and the face definitely
They even
different.
have
Oh,
a
you're
snake,
right.
Niagara Falls, or whatever you call it.
It's just Nick. I'm sorry.
Wait a minute. So
nice.
wait, is that
Look at
or is,
this.
it, no, is that the new Hagrid?
That's the
I
new
don't
one. That's so
know.
the new one.
That's the new Hagrid
That
That
right
is
there.
new Hagrid.
It looks like a before and after of him being shipwrecked.
Yeah, well, that hair does look more like Hagrid.
Oh, it does.
Movie Hagrid.
But it's still a disaster. My hair would look like that if I let it grow out, though.
So yeah, this looks like the same mold between them.
He looks
Wow.
like someone in disguise as him in a terrible, terrible disguise.
It's
See-
two dwarves stacked on top of each other.
I'm pretty sure that's the same mold.
I think it is, yeah.
It does look like it, yeah.
But the arms
Well,
are
apparently the hair comes off on these.
different. Oh, it does? That's
That's
just
disturbing.
weird.
Ah!
Ugh.
What does the hair
I've
look
never
like?
wanted to see
Ah,
Hagrid
no,
shave.
Why'd you do that to me?
No!
Gosh.
No!
Dick.
No!
Oh, man.
I never knew that these had detachable heads. Are those normal minifigure heads under there? I never had a Hagrid figure.
Yeah.
Ew.
Why hasn't anyone
It looks too
capitalized
big
on
to be a
this?
normal minifigure head, but ew.
Why?
Definitely.
Look, the
put
new
is-
Hagrid actually
You
uses
could put
minifigure
Scooby-Doo's
legs.
head on this.
It's actual, just the short minifigure legs that are used for him, and he
That's
doesn't have
even
printed fingers
worse.
anymore.
That-
What? It's not worse.
His
His
hair,
legs
though.
I think
Oh,
it's because
one
the face
tile
isn't
high.
on straight.
Alright, well. Are we all ready then for our next
Yeah.
torture? Alright, well. In which case, I just need to, read it. Use a blank to fight off the stealthy blank. Blank assassin, blank, and blank are speeding toward blank on the stealthy blank with flick missiles. Detach their twin pods and close in on the young blank warrior. Will blank be able to fend them off? You decide.
So there's villains with the detachable pod thingies.
Kind of sounds like Star Wars, maybe.
I was thinking Chima, but okay.
Might be Chima, might be.
Man, this old Hagrid's hut set looks nothing like Lego.
To be fair, I'm kind of stuck on Hagrid's hut too.
That's so cheating.
That old
right
Hagrid's
there.
hut, I kind of want it now. Just to, sprawl out.
For some reason, Dumbledore is always dressed in bright pink in all of these.
Dumbledore!
Well, didn't he wear some,
It's...
pink robes in the first two
think
movies?
so.
Or
No, I don't think so.
He wore them in one
Like
of
pinkish
the movies,
purple.
At least. It was very light purple. The type of purple Hulk.
the purple just indicates that he's, a different actor, is all.
Mm.
I searched Dumbledore pink robes and nothing's coming up.
Then
He always seems to wear gray or blue.
Mm.
I feel like in the first movie he's not wearing gray.
He's not wearing robes.
he's wearing the business suit from
Just like
Fantastic
Potter
Beasts.
Puppet Pals.
Because he's known for his business suits, right?
I can't
Yep.
find anything still. Okay, this is the closest I can find to that.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm thinking
But
of.
it doesn't,
right
it's not
there.
at all like what the minifigure looks like.
He looks like high luxury Santa Claus. Hello and welcome to Santa's Lounge.
I think the original actor they had for Dumbledore was better.
Yeah.
He looked older
He looked
and
wiser.
nicer.
That's because he was older.
Yeah.
That's why he died.
And he
he
didn't
died,
keep his
yikes.
beard in a ponytail.
Yeah, that's really weird when they do that.
But anyway.
Yeah, could I get that description again? I was too caught up in
No,
having
we
that.
don't need the description. It has 2 pod things coming in on a young hero, and they have flick missiles.
And they said something about stealth a lot. So it's not
yeah.
it's not crocodiles.
Yeah, they really actually hammered that in, but I don't see anything about it that's stealthy.
Okay, it's assassin droids versus Ahsoka. There.
No.
It doesn't sound like that.
Well, I just had to make a random guess.
I don't think there is a set
I'm not
that is like that.
I can't think of a single set like that either. But I had to shoot my shot. I tried and failed, but tried.
What has detachable pods?
Man.
Oh, I forgot to
iPods.
get...
Team Toe's
Wow,
pod racer
like
after it got destroyed by
Western.
Sebulba. Hey, Team Toe was my favorite, so I remember his wheels popping off and him rolling away vividly. He lived, though, because he had the rounded cockpit, so his roll... He didn't crash and explode. He
I
rolled
don't...
away.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to pass. I don't know what this is.
And
Twin Pods, young blah 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 warrior, stealthiness.
And, Glenda is AFK.
does this mean I get a free pass on?
Yeah.
If I fold before she gets here,
Yeah,
I'm going to
it's
filibuster
3-point.
this question.
Well,
No,
you
I'm
ready
gonna make
for
one more
it
guess,
then?
and then if it's wrong, then just kill me.
Fine.
Ninjago.
No, it's nothing in Ninja.
Yeah, it's not Ninjago. It's not Chima, though. It's just not. None of them are stealthy. None of the bad guys were ever stealthy.
What was it?
Okay,
I don't know
well-
what this was.
Okay, we ready
Yeah, go
then?
ahead.
All right. This
I
is
knew
the
it.
Sith
Darn.
Night Speeder.
Whoa, Mace was actually like really close.
Just like last time. Take my advice, man. I told you.
This wasn't. Was this actually ever in the Clone Wars?
No, he never rode in
nope.
sidecars with those two.
No wonder I don't remember this.
I remember the set.
Wait,
I wanted.
Why did they call Anakin Young Hero?
Young Jedi Warrior is the exact
That's why I said it was
verbiage
Star Wars.
they
Because
use.
they said young blah 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 warrior, which is obviously Jedi warrior.
Huh. I don't remember that. That Savage figure was nice though.
Mhm.
I like how he just used football armor.
I like the character too.
All
Do you
right.
think someday we'll actually get a piece for a double-sided lightsaber?
No, because the minifig arms
No.
cannot properly hold it.
I think we could get a piece for a
It would
proper
have to be
double-sided
curved,
lightsaber.
and then it wouldn't look right.
Eventually,
It has to be
like,
curved.
It just has to be a little longer and the sides look the same.
But it would have to be curved for them to hold it. in
Alright,
both
I don't
hands.
think we actually have time for a third round.
wow.
Are you sure
Yeah.
about that?
Fine, we'll do one more.
Okay.
Mal needs
Okay,
those
well.
points to beat Ford.
Calling blank. The gold-hungry blank has stolen a valuable statue and is making his escape on a high-tech motorcycle. Your mission? To retrieve the statue at all costs using your blank with launching
This
flick
is Ultra
missiles.
Agents, guys.
No, this is Space Police, the big Space Police cruiser.
Oh,
The yellow guy.
that's close.
Is that
enough.
right? I don't remember the name.
No.
Wait, that's not even right?
No.
Yeah,
no.
Ultra
Even close?
Agents, man. Stop disregarding my advice.
What? Didn't he say he stole a statue, though?
Yeah.
There was never any statue theft in Space Police.
Yes,
I
there is.
loved those sets.
Yes. There's a very specific statue theft in Space Police.
Maybe in the lore, but not in any of the sets.
No.
Like, P. Squiddy's
Yeah, because,
brother
see, there's this-
stole the safe, and the Skull Twins...
And then they... This statue, this very specific statue printed just for this
gold.
theme.
It's not a gold statue. You got me there by the statue, but
Did
it's
they
not
say
gold.
it was
Yes,
gold?
the gold hungry blah 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 steals the statue.
Well, he could
I've
have
stolen
also
a
been...
valuable statue. It
just
didn't
says a
specifically
valuable
say it was
statue.
gold.
See, look, this set
just-
is exactly what he described.
But he already said it's not this one.
It's just
and
kind of
it's
implied.
Not
It
mission,
says calling,
should
you know, like
choose
calling
to
all
accept
cars
it.
with police.
He said your mission. Should you choose to accept it or whatever? It's definitely.
Didn't this basically
this isn't. This is a crime in progress, not a mission. You know what I mean? Like it's agent stuff. The terminology used was very James Bond-esque.
All right.
Well,
And remember, all the bad guys from Ultra Agents had a gimmick, like Poison Girl and Invisible Man and Toxin Guy, and apparently there's a guy who likes gold.
Yeah, Gold Tooth.
Yeah, you remember him? Guess what sets he was in?
Mm-hmm. He had a game.
Yes, now what sets was he in? Alright, get the point. I can only help you. I can't get the sets because I can't remember details. I can only remember vague generalities.
It was Gold Tooth was in there, and he had a statue, and then they were chasing him on another vehicle, and he's probably riding like a bike or something.
well, you're like there basically,
I
but it's
told
like.
you every single time.
But the problem is, you're very generalized with your statements.
Goldtooth was
I said there was a motorcycle in the description, and you're like, oh, he's probably riding like a bike or
I
something.
knew the name of the person too.
That
His
is
name
true.
is in the title.
That's
I
true,
remember
but
Gold
I-
Tooth.
I'll just give it
Escape,
to you.
Gold Tooth heist.
I'll just give it to you.
Yay.
It's
You see,
the,
if you had listened to me on the last two ones, you'd have a point on them.
So I'm looking it up now.
Gold
What?
Tooth
He had a golden
Getaway.
gun?
that. Goldtooth
Yeah.
Gold Gun Getaway. That's dope.
Ultra Agents was much better than Agents.
It was.
Yay, a point for me, finally. I've got 7 now, 1 for every day of the week. And Malaris
Maybe I
has
should have
29.
just tanked this and let it go now. But
Alright, that's gonna do it for us today. Thank you everyone for listening to another episode of the BCC podcast. Be sure to leave a comment below on the Star Wars stuff we talked about today. I really do want to do more Star Wars discussion after that. It was fun comparing sets and what sets we did not have yet. Because there's a lot of sets, especially in the prequels, I want to go over sets that we really need to get.
yeah, I mean, 40
That sounds
minutes
like a lot of fun
passed
to do in the
by,
future.
and it only felt like 10 or 20.
Yeah.
Sounds fun to do right now, but, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like we need to prepare a little bit more research before that episode, though. Though I just looked at every single prequel set ever made. So.
I do that on occasion. I seriously do.
But yeah. So, if there's any other, Star Wars discussions you'd like to see us have, leave those in the comment below. And as always, remember to like and share the podcast. Help us get more viewership. Check out our Brick Fair podcast if you haven't already. We have a lot of fun stories from Brick Fair, and we have several Brick Fair vlogs coming up. Check out Envy's Brick Fair vlog series. I've actually got to watch one of those before I go to bed.
We also talked extensively about Brick Fair with Waj the other day,
Yeah,
so
that's one
be
of the
sure
Brick
to
Fair
check that.
podcast.
Yeah, well, we have two,
That's
so
what I said.
check them both out.
Podcasts.
Well, just making
And
sure
there's
to
vlogs,
like Waj.
and there's more. Orion's edited vlogs are on the way. I think mine are about through because I wanted to save the footage for him.
Not to mention, we do have quite a few live stream highlight videos by Ryan on our channel right now.
Yeah, and more of those are going to come, and other Brick Fair events we recorded are going to come soon.
Stay tuned.
Oh, and we recorded another Zoo Tycoon the other night. We got to put up on the second channel soon. That'll probably be up before this is up.
Yep, yep.
Keep an eye on our second channel for the weirder, less Lego-y things.
Yep. Oh, and shout out to our Patreons whose names are above.
They're awesome.
Names are above us. Got us.
Right.
So, for Klenda, Mace, Malaris, and myself, LQ, we thank you for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Have a good one.
Farewell and bye,
They're above
Spider-Man.
us.